I guess we should start with the first store then.
So
Lashingbun.
So the first store was Lashingbun, which is what we wanted to go to last year as well.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we couldn't get approval in time this year since we knew...
We planned ahead.
Yeah, okay. Huge shout out to Geeks Plus for actually sorting this out. Like last year, Maylin sorted it out in like 5 days or something before we were going to film. This time they had a bit more time, but everything went smoothly.
We had like 3 weeks or something this time.
Yeah,
so we learned our lesson.
And like most of the stores, a lot of the stores we went to, we got to like have free reign over them without our customers, which was fun as fuck.
Yeah, Lashingbun was great, especially
Holy
because we got
shit.
to go in before the store even opened. So
Yeah.
it was
Very
two
cool.
whole floors to ourselves. Which
It's
was
like going to Legoland without anyone there.
Yeah,
man.
it was fucking awesome.
amazing.
I loved
It's a
it.
younger me's dream.
Yeah, honestly. And then you've lived out the dream finally.
I've lived the
This is an actual dream, right? Like this is the shit you wake up as a kid being like, I have infinite budget to spend in this store and I can buy anything.
And you have to buy a figure that we chose for you while the store's gone. It's great.
Yeah, brilliant.
So, do you guys remember what your challenges were for this store? So,
Yeah,
we
I
each got
remember.
2 challenges for this one.
I remember I got fucked immediately. So
were
we
your
actually
challenges?
knew what challenges were in Trash Taste Kun. Do we have Trash Taste Kun? Is he with us?
Trash box.
Oh, sorry. I kept calling him
I call them
Trash
Trash
Taste
Taste Kun as well.
Trash box.
Trash boxing. So we actually knew the challenges this time because we didn't know them last time, and we picked some easy challenges and some harder challenges that would be harder to complete.
You just killed Trash box.
Yeah, my god.
He'll survive.
And I started off with some of the hardest challenges.
What were your challenges, Garnt?
My challenge was one: find an anime figure or find a figure from a game that Connor has played. Now,
I play a lot of games.
Now, normally this would be easy,
Yeah.
but we're talking about Akihabara,
Yeah.
famous for selling anime figures and maybe JRPG figures. You know, a lot of Japanese IPs. It was
Basically, games that Connor is not so well.
In
known to
every
play.
store, there was multiple games that I had played. So if you'd gotten
Yeah.
this in any store, you'd have been fine.
Yeah.
If you pay attention.
there was a lot of turn.
That's the big one.
There was a lot of turn-based RPGs, a lot of story-based games
Yeah.
that I went through.
No.
And then my second challenge was find the most expensive figure in the store and buy it.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right, that's
if
right.
these boys found a more expensive figure, then
You don't get the point.
then I don't get the points.
Easy. That's right.
And what were your 2 challenges, Jerry?
My 2 challenges were fairly easy. So my first one was buy a JoJo figure and make the same pose.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, JoJo figures are everywhere,
Yeah.
especially in
Yeah.
Lashingbun, so that was an easy given. The second one, I had to kind of, use my thinking cap a little bit. It was, I had to buy a figure that can beat Goku. And I have to not
You have to
only
convince
buy the
us. You have to
figure, but I
convince
have
us.
to convince these 2 boys that this character can beat
You've
Goku.
got a
And-
tall
and the
order.
audience
You've
as
got
well.
a tall
And the
audience.
audience.
I'm not
I
easy.
think I figured it out, though. I think I figured it out.
I won't be easily impressed. In fact, I might even be argumentative about it. I don't
Wow. It's almost like I'm on trash test.
know. My 2 challenges were buy a non-anime figure,
Yeah.
which was very difficult.
Which is tough in Lashingbun.
Yeah, it was because a lot of the games either had anime or animations, and I knew that you guys would be dickheads, and that if I bought something that wasn't anime but had some animation,
Yeah.
you would give me shit.
Right.
And there were shows that I thought didn't have animes that apparently are getting animes, and I thought,
Yeah.
oh no, geez, all right, fuck. And the other one was just pick a figure blindfolded.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I just span around in one section.
So that one's not tough. It's just it could end up very badly.
It didn't end up great.
Okay.
No.
It didn't. We'll see.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll see then.
Okay.
All right, should
So
we
wait,
pull
how many figures did you guys buy in Lashingbun?
I
3.
bought-
3.
3.
All right, same here, 3.
Okay.
We started things off like, for me, Lashinban had so many good figures.
Yeah.
Right. It had a lot of high quality figures, and aside from Mandarake, it actually had the most expensive figures that I could find.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, which fucked me over, obviously. Like,
Well, on that note, then, Garnt, what is the most expensive figure you
oh,
purchased?
we'll go for that last.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know any of the figures that each other have bought. I got glimpses of 1 or 2, but
Yeah.
overall I don't know what you guys purchased,
Yeah.
and I hope that you guys don't know what I bought.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because Lashingbun was so early in the morning and I was still like in the waking up process. I
Yeah.
don't remember half the shit I bought at Lashingbun.
Well, I only bought 3, so it's really easy.
For me at Lashingbun, like I spent all of my time trying to complete my challenges, right?
Right.
So I didn't even consider the overall challenges. I even forgot that we had overall challenges because I was just trying to I used up all of my time completing every all my challenges because I remember the store was like opening up to the general public and I was like rushing to get my figures onto like.
Are you rushing, man? Okay, that's not funny. That's not. Maylin laughed though. That's
of course, Maylin would laugh.
All right, well,
no, but yeah, I remember Joey like looking at me and he's like, "Oh, you haven't got your figures yet?" And I'm just like, "No, I'm
I
paying for them
completed
now."
my challenges in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
mine were pretty easy.
And the rest of the 50 minutes, I was just perusing.
because both of them had me looking around a lot. So the second challenge, which I did second, which was after perusing around to try and find the most expensive figure, was trying to find a figure from a game that Connor has played.
Well, why don't you tell the story while introducing the figure?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Which one do you think it is?
Okay. Well. I'll tell the story because the figure is not actually that big, right? Because I had the most expensive figure challenge, I tried to go on a budget at this point because it was the beginning of the day, and so I look around. at what figures are available at Ashingban. I look around. There's Final Fantasy. No, Connor's definitely not played Final Fantasy.
Depends which one.
Is it really?
It does.
Have you played Final Fantasy 7? No, you haven't. You didn't own a PlayStation.
I haven't finished it, so I wouldn't count that.
When?
Wait, the remake?
No, the original.
What? You've played the original Final Fantasy 7?
I got like 10 hours in and I quit.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What? This is 8 years ago.
I actually don't believe you.
How have you never mentioned this before?
Because I didn't finish it.
But you've played it.
Yeah, I've played it.
You know the basic concept of it.
Yeah.
Why have we never talked about this?
Because I didn't really like it that much.
Wait, so you've owned the PS1?
No, it's on Steam.
Yeah,
Wait, so you've played it in your adult life?
Yeah, when I was like 18.
What?
Yeah. It used to go on like Steam sales all the time.
Oh my god!
Wow,
that was literally the first figure I saw, and
that was the first figure I saw.
If you bought that, I'd have been like, I didn't beat it.
I didn't beat it.
But you played it.
Yeah, I played it.
It doesn't say you needed to have beaten it.
Oh, true. Then I guess
just-
you could have purchased it.
Yeah.
So like mostly I looked around on the second floor, and I didn't notice that there were Arknight figures on the second floor until people had told me about it. Yeah, I don't know because
I saw Arknight.
Yeah, I had such little time that I spent so much time trying to buy the most expensive figure that I just like lost all my time. So I didn't see any Arknight figures. And then I went downstairs because basically all of the second floor were like expensive gaming figures, which are just like basically Fate and Final Fantasy, which I didn't know that you played.
All right.
So that was
I
great.
haven't played Fate.
I know you haven't played Fate. So I go downstairs and I don't really see much. It's it's mostly anime figures.
Yep.
And then I see a shelf and it's all Persona. And I was saying to myself, I've been trying to convince Connor to play Persona for 2 fucking years. And it has led up to this point, and I was pissed that Connor, if you were a good friend, you would have taken my recommendation and started playing Persona 5, but no.
One time I played Persona at your house for like 15 minutes.
Does that count?
I don't know if that counts.
I just saw God be like,
We did. Oh shit, we did. We were very intoxicated, and that's why. That's the only time I remember.
What can you even do in Persona 5 for 15 minutes?
What happened was that I was watching Sydney go around some it looked like a digital maze or something.
Mementos?
No, it was one of the dungeons.
And I was
the later dungeon.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was like, give me the control. I'll do it. You're lost. And then I got lost too. So it didn't really help. Wow. I spent a good 20 minutes. So technically I have played Persona.
Wow. Yeah.
Haven't played it much. But okay, so go on.
But then the third one I saw was a Mega Man one. And Connor's never talked about Mega Man before.
Right.
I don't have you ever heard him talk about Mega Man?
I've talked about Mega Man on the show, and I don't think he was like that on
he's
board
never
with
mentioned it.
Yeah.
But like I saw Mega Man and I'm just like, Mega Man seems like a Connor game, you know. It's like I could see Connor playing Mega Man.
It is a
as
platformer. It's a shooting platformer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He used to speedrun Cuphead, right?
Yeah,
So it's
exactly. But I didn't know if did you own a Nintendo? What is your game console history? Because this made me question what your game console history was. Because I'm like, you haven't played Final Fantasy because you don't own a PS1.
I had a Nintendo 64 for
a Nintendo 64.
My parents took it away because they thought games were evil.
Yeah.
And then I managed to convince them to get me a PS1. And that broke. Then I got a PS2. Then I got a GameCube. Then a Wii. Then an Xbox. And now PC.
most of the mainline consoles then.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember. So I didn't think Connor would be old enough to have like a Super Nintendo or a
Right.
Nintendo, and like where else you play Mega Man apart from the old school consoles, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So have you played Mega Man? Because I didn't get it.
Not like fully. I've played it at like like friend's house for like a few
Right.
minutes. Like, I've never like committed to sit down and beat one of them.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
a very good like
I
pick
would
up
say
and
no.
play type of game.
I would say
yeah.
no, I haven't. If
Okay.
you ask me, I'm like, because like
If I got the figure now and I'm just like, Connor, it's a
I
Mega
wouldn't
Man
even
figure.
tell that story. I'd be like, no, I haven't played that. Because I mean, I wouldn't count
Yeah,
that.
because I remember
yeah.
Connor was like, I'm an Xbox kid. And I'm like, okay, Xbox is like GameCube era. I'll stretch it out and say maybe he had a
Bro,
N64.
what is this figure, man? This is
Yeah,
like 15
Jesus
minutes
Christ.
to build up, right? What is the...
And then Sydney came in clutch and was just like, Gun, how can you forget literally the most successful franchise in the fucking world?
I know what you're talking about.
How can you forget the one that's literally right in front of your face? Literally the most successful franchise in the world, and it's a tiny figure because it's a Pikachu figure, okay? What the fuck is that? It's a Pikachu figure.
Is that the anime only edition?
220 yen.
And I got this, not forgetting that whoever gets the least expensive figure loses
a point.
So I might have just fucked myself over by earning a point and then losing a point. Otherwise, I would have got something more expensive.
Maybe
but,
you should keep track of that because
yeah.
that might very much be a contender.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's an okay figure.
I mean, he's definitely played.
I mean,
Pokemon.
have
I
played
know you've
Pokemon.
I know you've played Pokemon. We've talked about it several times, and even if we hadn't talked about it, I could like you could bring this to like 90% of anime fans or just
Yeah.
people in general. They probably would have played Pokemon.
Yeah.
There was
in
also
their
like
lives.
Cyberpunk, Overwatch, a bunch of other actual
Was that
games.
Cyberpunk?
There were
was
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
ones. Yeah.
Was that the one on the first floor or second floor?
Second floor. Both. A lot of the games were actually on the second floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Also, me and Connor found a bunch of Apex figures at Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Army and
Yeah,
Apex
yeah.
So
figures.
congratulations on completing your first challenge.
Thank
There
you.
you got it.
Thank you.
What a build up.
What a
I
bad-
just wanted to tell you the
Okay,
entire
okay.
story.